Okay, can everyone hear me?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. We're gonna go ahead and get started. I don't know how long, if we'll make it a full hour or not. I have a super sick baby right now, so we're gonna try to get through this. I'm gonna give you guys some assignments. We're gonna go over some code market stuff that's been working really, really well for my team these days. And so if you're ready, I'm ready, and let's go ahead and get this going. The first thing I want you to do is go wish everyone a happy birthday. I want you to do this. I want you to post it on their wall and also send them a private message wishing them a happy birthday. If you don't know how to do that, all you do is go to your Facebook and type in birthdays, and they will pop up for you. So it's super easy. If you miss the little notification Facebook gives you, to just go search birthdays, and then all your birthdays will pop up. So do that. That's one of the first things I do when I wake up in the mornings, because it wakes up your Facebook. It's like, oh, hey, she's awake, she's active. And then as you post throughout the day, you're going to get more interaction than usual. So let's take a few minutes, do your birthdays. Remember to message them and to post on their wall, happy birthday. When you're done, just put done in the comments.
How do I turn off the video so you don't have to see me?
Haley, you're muted. Oh, sorry. Liz, your video was off. But if you hit stop video, it'll just show us your name. There you go.
Okay, thank you. I'm getting my nails done while I'm listening to this.
You're welcome.
Since we're doing birthday posts, is there anybody who's on this Zoom that's doing anything that's taking a step further for birthdays? Doing something different than just a happy birthday or a card?
Is everyone finishing up doing the birthdays? If so, just hit done or comment done over in the chat, please. Okay, perfect. So the next thing we are going to do, I want you to scroll your Facebook, scroll your news feed, and comment on 10 posts. Now, I do not want these to be True Vision related. I do not want them to be other True Vision associates, because the more we do that, the more that's all we see on our news feed is other associates. And honestly, we don't need that. I personally unfollow most associates. I will keep them on my friends list, but I unfollow them because they're not who I'm trying to interact with. I want to interact with my potentials, with my customers. So scroll your newsfeed and comment on 10 posts that are not True Vision related. And then let me know when you're done with that. Okay, has everyone commented on 10 posts? So again, the reason you want to do this is because you want to be active on Facebook. If you're not active on Facebook, people aren't going to see your stuff. You're not going to get much interaction. Facebook is very stingy. They don't like people to be selfish either. So they're going to give you more interaction if they see you giving interaction to people. Does that make sense? Like if you're just posting and not interacting with other people, they're not going to put your post in the newsfeed as much as other people. So a good rule of thumb, wake up in the mornings, do your birthdays, comment on 10 to 15 posts on your newsfeed, and then I go make my first post on Facebook for the day. So I want you guys to just go post a funny meme on Facebook. If you don't have one, same thing as how you find your birthdays, just go to Facebook and in the little search bar, you can type in like a funny cat meme or a funny workout meme or a funny dog meme, anything like that, and just go post it on your Facebook page. So let's do that now, and then let me know whenever you finish that. Could you guys hear anything I just said, or was I muted the whole time? Okay, so mine just said a banana is 105 calories and vodka soda is 64 calories. Choose wisely. So it's something funny, something that kind of sort of has to do with healthy, what we do. And it's Saturday, it's a weekend, people are probably going to be having some drinks. So let me know after you post your funny meme to your wall. Okay, so lots of people are starting. Tammy, did you have something?
Yeah, I don't know how to comment on to type comments on the Zoom, so I just.
If you go down to the bottom, a little like tool thing, I don't know really what it's called, should pop up and it'll say chat.
Okay, yeah, I don't have that. I have stop video, share, participants, more. When I hit more, it says raise hand, hide video.
Click participants. What do you see?
Participants, okay.
I'm on my laptop instead of my phone, so.
Down the bottom corner, it says chats on that.
Okay, there you go.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Oops.
Ashley, I saw that one too this morning. I think I posted it like last week though, so I'm like, oh no, I'll change it up some. Okay, so the next thing we're going to do is we're going to talk about Code Market. Who on here is terrified of it? You can either unmute yourself or you can put it in the chat. But I know several people are terrified of working Code Market. Oh, you sound like a robot. Tammy, Code Market is where you're working and you're trying to get leads or customers from people you don't know. So we have Warm Market, who they're your friends or people already on your Facebook, and Code Market, people you have no clue who they are.
Okay.
Okay, so I personally love Code Market. It is my favorite. To be honest, my Warm Market still terrifies me, and I'm a 3-star. So we're going to go over Code Market. I have someone on that is going to go over it with me. Her name is Sandra, and she is really great at it, and she has great little different tips to do. But the first thing I want to do is talk about why we need to do Code Market, why you need to do it. So let's say you have 200 friends on your friends list, okay? Out of that 200, 100 of those may even be active on Facebook. The other 100 probably never get on, never check it, don't even know their password, right? So out of that 100 that actually gets on Facebook, maybe even half of those are going to see your post. And then a handful of those will ever in a lifetime ask you what you're doing. Does that make sense? And so this is super important, especially for new people. We need to grow our friends list. You need to get your new people growing their friends list as soon as possible, because you're going to get frustrated. They're going to get discouraged. So one way, we all know yard sales are hit and miss. Some work, some don't. You can go a week, 2 weeks, 3 months without ever getting a hit on yard sales. So something that my team and I have been doing, it's not just us, it's everyone's doing it. Even in other companies, people are doing it. And at first, you may be super uncomfortable with it. I'm not going to lie. But we're going to like interest groups or different ways on Facebook, and we're just sending some random friend requests out there. Now, the difference is that's the part that freaks people out because they don't want to send random friend requests. They don't want to be that person. But the difference is when we send these friend requests, we are not adding them to our customer group. We are not talking to them about our product. So we're not coming off as one of those creeps. We're just simply networking. We're getting them on our page. We're interacting with them by commenting on stuff they post. They'll comment on stuff we post. Does that make sense? Any questions so far? Unmute yourself, put them in the chat. No, we're good. Okay, so super uncomfortable at first, even for me, but it is super important that you're doing this and increasing your friends list. And so, Sandra, are you on?
Yes, I'm here.
There she is. Okay, so Sandra has a really good way that she posted in one of our associate groups last week, I think, how she's been doing this. And she's doing it in a way that she has something to talk to these people about. And so I'm going to let her explain to you guys what she's been doing, what's been working for her, and how she's increased her friends list drastically in like the last week or so. And if you have questions, please ask. That's what we're here for.
Hi, everyone. Hope everybody's having a good Saturday. Like Haley said, there are times that, you know, yard sales can come to a halt, or we've already talked to everybody on our friends list. We've already talked to all our family and friends, and we're stuck. So what I started to do was to build my friends list. And what the reason how I did this and why I wanted to do this is because I wanted to help more people. So the only way that I can make new friends is by finding friends who have things in common with me. So what I personally do is I will go into Facebook and search for things that I'm interested in. So it doesn't have to be just one specific thing. It can be anything. It can be if you're a sports mom, go look for sports posts. If you like football, cooking, baking, gardening, any kind of hobbies and likes, if you go into your Facebook and in the search bar, put in those keywords, you will find posts that, you know, either a page will share or that someone will share. And I will find one that has at least 10,000 likes or more. And I will go in there individually and start looking for new friends. I preferably only friend request ladies. So I will go in their profile, and I'll just make sure that they're not selling another product, making sure that we don't have any friends in common with me or anybody else on my team. I scheme through really quick, and if everything looks good, I'll send them a friend request, and I put an alarm for every hour to go off on my cell phone and make it a goal to send at least 5 friend requests. And what this alarm does, it keeps me accountable and on track to add people constantly. Because like Haley said, I think one day, well, actually 1 week, I added up to 500 people. And out of those 500, only 3 approached me. So that's the reason why you constantly want to have your friend list growing. Of course, throughout the week, you always want to stay interactive. Posting information that people are actually looking for, always to stay positive. Not making sure you're not posting anything to cause anything, let's say nothing about what's going on. Making sure that you always stay positive. That's what I'm going to keep it at. And you want to post things that are going to grab their attention. And as your friends, those people that you're friend requesting are accepting your friend request, you want to keep a list of these people. Why? Because if they haven't responded or said anything to you, what I do within a week, I'll go in their profile, see what they've been up to, and then I will message them. And before I do message them, if they posted something, for example, it was the weekend, they went out to Chili's with the kids to eat. I'll go and like that their post. I'll make a comment, and then I'll send a message, say, hey, I saw you went out to eat with the kids at Chili's this weekend. I've never been there before. What do you recommend? And basically, this is an icebreaker to start creating a relationship, and you just continue the conversation from there. And what that does, it tells Facebook that now that y'all are friends, that you're communicating more frequently, and you're going to start popping up on their feed daily. So this also, if you're posting something like once or twice a week about weight loss or your transformation or somebody else on your team's transformation, they're going to start getting curious. So this is just a way how to build relationships without being that crazy salesperson and jumping in right away. And it really does help a lot. Does anybody have any questions about the process or what I'm doing?
I do.
Does any,
I know you started doing a lot of training on this for our team, and I know you said that, you know, a lot of people say, well, I don't have any hobbies, you know, I'm not interested in anything. So what do you suggest for those people?
For those, let's see here. What I'm going to do, if you don't mind, I can actually share my screen and kind of walk you through of what I actually do. So that, I mean, of course, you can find a hobby and find something you're interested, but if you can't come up with anything, I would stick to topics that have to do with what we're doing. Finding pages that share recipes, shapewares, anything that has to do with weight loss and fitness.
Someone said when you send the friend request, you send them a message saying you like meeting new friends or anything like that?
No, not at all. It's just like when I'm sending these friend requests, all I'm doing is just making new friends, and I don't want to look like a creeper. I'm just trying to find new friends that have things in common with me, because 99% of the time, everybody's looking to get healthy. Everybody's looking to lose a little bit of weight, and if they're not, they know someone who does. And of course, we're more than just weight loss. You know, we have essential oils, we have snacks, we have vitamins, and there's just so many things that we offer that I think we don't give some of our products credit for. I mean, we have stuff from newborns to, you know, any age.
Ashley says, a lot of times I get a message, do I know you? I say, no, I don't believe so. Just out to make new friends and meet new people. So we have a really great answer we use for this, a lot of our team. And so I'll let Sandra explain it or tell you what that is.
Yes, you will get a lot of, do I know you? Or why did you friend request me? A lot of the things that we'll say is, oh, you know, if you do have small children, oh, I'm sorry. My daughter was on YouTube and I'm guessing she got into my Facebook and send you a friend request by accident. And sometimes they're like, oh, okay. And they'll accept your friend request. Sometimes they won't. Or I would sometimes say, yeah, I sent you a friend request. Aren't you my sister's friend from high school? And they're like, sometimes they'll say yes, or sometimes they'll say no. But basically, they're just like, no. I was like, well, look, I thought you were my sister's friend from high school. She told me she was looking for something to lose a little bit of weight. I thought it was you, you know, but hey, are you looking to lose any weight? And most of the time they'll ask what exactly you're doing. And from there, you build that relationship, send each other friend requests, invite them into the group, or if you don't want to invite them right away, just create that relationship with them.
At what point, Sandra, do you invite them to the group? I know what I do, so I'll let you explain. I'm pretty sure it's probably the same.
Like after they accept my friend request? Like when, is that what the question was? I'm sorry, you cut off.
Yeah, like at what point, hang on, my computer's doing something. Do you get them into the group? Like how do
Well,
you get them or present the product to them?
To them, okay. Well, depending on how we approach each other, if they're answering to my story or answering to an interaction post on my wall, that'll, you know, that'll break the ice and get us started. But most of the time for me, it's been that, hey, I saw you lost some weight. How did you do it? And then that's when I tell them what I started doing, things that are helping me. And then I'll say, hey, you know what? Aside from me taking this, I have a support from a lot of friends that are helping me. And we have this private group. And I would love for you, you know, to join us. Would you be interested? And then they say yes, and I'll add them in. So I don't make it seem like it's all like products. I let them know how I'm benefiting from the group versus what the group is.
Perfect. Okay. If you can figure out how to do your screen share thing, you can show us.
Oh, okay. Did you want to tell us how you do it, or is it about the same thing?
I did the same thing. So when I send random friend requests, there's a few different ways I do it. I do it the way Sandra does it. You can go up to Facebook, type in the name Haley, send random Haley's friends request, just random names like that if you want to do it that way. I have a whole training that I do with some training videos on how to do that. If you want those, you can send me a message and I'll send them to you individually. I don't think I can send them in here though. But the same thing, once they comment on something, like once or twice a week, I'll post a before and after on my personal page. I never post packages or anything like that, but I use my story, my Facebook story a lot with before and afters. And so just whenever they vote on a poll or something that I do, or when they comment on a before and after, that's when I get them into our customer group. I don't just go randomly add them unless it's on a yard sale post that's like, hey, I have a weight loss group, something like that. But just the random friend request ones, no. I'll wait until they comment on something that has to do with what we do, and then I get them in the group that way. Okay, Sandra, you're good.
Okay, hold on. Let me get this going. Okay, is my audio on? Can y'all still hear me?
Yes.
Okay, awesome.
Sherry says, do we need to worry about Facebook putting us in jail for sending requests to people we have nothing in common with, or people reporting us for doing so? That's
No.
only send like 5 or so, like Sandra says she did like 5 an hour. So no, and as long as you're interacting with people you're sending friend requests to, like I said, going, or like she said, going and commenting on their pages and stuff, then you'll be fine. I've never been in jail for sending friend requests that I remember.
Okay, are y'all able to see my screen?
Yes, ma'am.
Awesome.
You're so smart.
So I'll go into the search bar and let's go ahead and put maybe, well, no, I'll start first with the recipe. So let's say keto recipes, what seems to be pretty popular right now. And I'll go through and let's say here, the first one, I'll click on this post and you'll see how many shares and how many likes. So there's over 11,000. So I'll click on the likes itself. And here is where I do my friend searching. So let's say that I will go in and click on their profile and I go through it. I see if there's anything in their bio to see if they're selling any other kind of weight loss products. I'll also look to see if they're posting anything recently in the week that has anything to do, you know, because we do this, we know what we post and what things we share and the verbiage kind of that we use when they're selling something. So nothing there. And then I will go into their friends list just to make sure we don't have any mutual friends, and it says no friends to show. And then here, of course, hers, it does say message. So you won't be able to add her as a friend, but this is what I do before I send the friend request. So let me try another one. So here she does have add friend and her bio is fine. I'm gonna go look at her friends. No mutual friends. I can look at photos just to kind of see, and see here right away. I see a product, so I won't send a friend request out. And this is what I do. You know, once I add friends, 5 an hour, and here I go, looking over, looking at photos. Don't see anything. Oops. Nothing recent. So this one's a perfect one. So I'll just go in and send a friend request. And then I'll just wait, and it will let me know in the notifications here if they've accepted my friend request, and I just make sure to write them down.
Perfect. Thank you. Does anyone have any questions about what Sandra just went over?
Is it still screen sharing, or did it end already?
No. Well, not for me. It isn't anyways.
Okay.
Okay. So the next thing we are going to do is I want you all to go do what Sandra just showed you guys. Spend a few minutes. We'll spend what, 3 to 5 minutes searching for something that you're interested in. I like to do, so I don't know if you guys have heard of Head Candy. It's hair products. They're not super cheap. Same thing with what is, I think they pronounce it Lang or something like that. Another hair product, not super cheap. And I will go and I will do the same thing. I will see who has commented on those posts that those companies are sharing, and I will check out the profiles, and I will go send some random friend requests, because I know if they can afford that stuff, then they can most definitely afford our stuff. So that's another thing I do. So let's take, like I said, 3 to 5 minutes and go send 5 random friend requests. Let me know when you got your 5. Peggy, I do not. But I get invited to so many pages. I don't want my Facebook clouded with that stuff. So I only accept invites if it's something I would truly be interested in. For those of you that want the the training videos that I've done for my team on sending random friend requests, I put my Facebook page in the chat. It's just Haley Welchman. So if you just want to send me a message, I will get those to you guys also. Rachel, yes, that is very, yeah, that's another thing. If you know someone is friends with another associate, don't friend request them. Don't be that person. That's another thing we check, and that we go over in with our training is, especially because sometimes we'll use people you may know to do our friend request. And obviously, if they're friends with other associates, don't friend request those people.
Another tip that I did want to give was that if y'all have any current customers that are having great results and are loving the results, I go in there and I friend request their friends, because that just gives it more validation to get referrals, because they know the person, they can talk about it, and it's easier and they feel more comfortable taking something new when you know somebody is already taking it and is having results with it. So
Yes,
I'll
that's
friend
also,
request their friends.
yeah, that's also a great way to get new associate selling. Also, I've gotten a couple that way, um, because I'll go friend request some of their somehow I got muted again. I'll do that same thing. I'll friend request people, my customers that are doing really well. And then if they're interested, I'll be like, hey, Ashley, so and so saw you were doing so good and she's wanting to order the products. Do you want me to let her order from me and help her out? Or do you want to help her and you get the commission for that? And so that's another great way to get people selling under you. I was going to say this earlier too, with Sandra's way of sending friend requests to people who have the same interest as you. As they become your customers, as they become your selling associates, they're people you're going to want to work with. They're people who you have stuff in common with already. And so that just helps your team, your community that you're building within your team even more.
Yep, that's so true. So let's say if y'all are doing a friend searching for the day, And let's say you want to go and you want to target a certain audience for that week. So let's say that you go in, or for example, you like a certain brand of purses. So I like Coach. So I will go into the Coach website and look for posts that are highly liked and friend request all day people who like the same purses that I do. And throughout the week, one of the way to get their attention and to engage with them is post a picture of a post. Hey, I see these, there's 3, Coach purses that I really, really like. Which one do you think I should buy? Or what do you make a post about something of that audience that you friend requested, because that's going to get their attention. And when you'll start talking, you'll already have something in common. So that helps build the relationship as well.
Okay. So has everyone sent their friend request? I know we had a bunch of dones. I have, I think, just one more assignment for you guys. Let me go look at my notes. Yes, I do. Okay. Actually, I have 2 more assignments. I'm kidding. Okay, so now I want you to go to whatever customer group you're working and just make a really simple post. It can be, hey, don't forget your second dose. Who has taken their second dose? Don't forget to drink water. How much water have you drinking? What's for lunch? What's for dinner? Just anything like that. So take 3 minutes and go post something super simple in your customer group and put in the chat when you're done. Debbie, that's perfect. It's super simple. And all we're looking for is to get some interaction in your group. Mine says water, water, water. Do you use a straw or no? So something super simple just to get some interaction in your group. So let me know when you are done with that. Ashley, that's a really good one too. That's one I struggle with because we have 5 kids. And so I need something that's semi-healthy that can feed a lot. Okay, so if you're finishing up that, I now want you to log into your back office. You're going to go into your reports and then click on Report Center. And this is going to be one of our newest reports that we have in our back office that corporate has put back here for us. And it's going to be the new accounts, no volume. Let me know when you get that pulled up. Okay, so those of you that are not familiar with this report, what it is or what it should be is when, if you notice, when we get new customers, they just go in and they create a new account, and then sometimes they place an order and we'll get that notification a little while later, and sometimes they never place an order. So what I want you to do is pull up the account, 2 seconds. Okay, click where it says total qualifying volume. You should click it twice. That way all the ones with 0 are first. And then what I want you to do is go through all of those that have 0 there that are for the month of January, and send them something, just a simple message, something like this. Let me put it. I sent, hey Candy, I'm Haley, one of the coaches with True Vision. I noticed you set up an account with us and left your cart empty. I just wanted to touch base and see if you had any questions that I can help answer for you to complete your order. So I'll put that in the chat. Give me just a second. But this is just going to be another way to reach out to these people, because I know all the time if I'm shopping, I'll leave stuff in my cart, I'll get busy, the baby will start crying, kids will start fighting, someone will start bleeding, something, and I'll just kind of forget and never go back to it. And unlike Amazon, we can reach out to these people. Sherry, yes, just for now, I'm just going to do it for my level 1s. But if you wanted to, you could send something like that to everyone on the report. If you click, you see on the report the box that says, like, that's right beside name. If you do it, if you sort your report correct, you can do that and send a back office message to all of those people.
Haley, are you adding the script to the chat?
Well, I have to type it out. Are you able to copy and paste it?
Let me see here. Hold on. What you sent me earlier?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I sent it to you on Messenger.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm on my laptop, and I'm not there's been like 3 different times during this call I've closed it and couldn't figure out how to open you guys back up.
There we go.
Thank you. And of course, take out Candy and put whatever their name is. I'm not sure why a few of them are showing PV. Like I said, I would just make sure that you're doing it to the ones that it shows 0 on. Some of it could be from orders from last month. Some of it could be just that they didn't finish ordering. I would just go in and double check. Because like I'm looking at some level 5 orders, that's just simply because they haven't placed an order yet. So this report is gonna take a little bit of work for you guys, but once you get the hang of it and you can export it, and possibly if you click on their name and just go look to see if they have an order. All right, let's see on this one, because I had several that had the volume also. Yeah, so it looks like some of them just went in after, so just make sure you're doing it the ones who have 0 volume. So with the new ordering system, as soon as someone goes to our link or whatever you're sending them, as soon as they hit create account and they put their email in, it captures that and sends it to our back office. And then they go on and process their order. So that's why we're seeing a lot of these. As soon as they put their email in, we get the notification. Then a little while later, we may get, oh, hey, they finally finished their order, and then it's going to send us that notification. But sometimes they never go in and finish the order. And so that's why it's really important to check this account. I would check it once a week, at least, if not every day. But that is really, I didn't think this would last an hour, but that's really all I had. This report was the last thing on my list, is for you guys just to go through. I sent you the script in here to message people. It's super easy. You can change it up if you need to, make it sound like you. Really, that's it. I hope you guys got some value from this. If you guys have any questions, you can put them in the chat. You can message me or unmute yourself real fast. We'll stay on for a couple of minutes. Those of you that have messaged me, I will get you those training videos as soon as we get off the power hour.
Has anybody gotten any accepted friend requests or shares from your meme this morning?
I had 2 friend requests accepted. Did anyone else get any of their random friend requests?
No, I've had a lot of shares on my meme though.
Awesome. 3 friend requests accepted. Ashley, that's awesome. Don't forget, like Sandra says, she writes their names down. I'm not as organized as that, but it's a really good idea. Deb, I use Screen Recorder, I think is what it's called. And for Sandra over there, she's all tech savvy. I have no idea what she uses
To do what? I'm sorry?
to record your screen.
Oh, screen record. iPhone automatically has a built-in system. I think it's called DU Record.
Hey, that's the app I used.
Yeah, let's see. Yeah.
It's not automatically built in.
No, that one's for Android or iPhone, regardless. But iPhone does have one already built in if you have one. Let me post it in the chat. Let's see if it'll let me. No, it won't. I just put the name in there. And y'all getting shares, that's also a good way to also build friend requests, because if you're posting public and they're sharing your post on their wall, their friends are going to see that as well.
Okay, if no one has any other questions, we really appreciate you guys getting on with us at like midday on a Saturday. I know I was super nervous. I'm not one that really likes to be like on the camera. As you notice, it's turned off, or up front doing anything. I like to kind of just sit in the back and work. So we really appreciate it, and enjoy the rest of your day, and hopefully you get lots of new friend requests, lots of new sales, and this year is your best one yet.